Hey runners, if you've been dealing with Achilles tendon pain, whether that's tendinopathy, tendinitis, or tendinosis for months or even years, then you need to stop trying treatment after treatment. But I don't want that for you. So that's why we need to get to the root cause and understand why exactly you're having Achilles pain. So in this video today, I'm going to show you why trying all kinds of treatments don't work, and B, what you can do to find the root cause. Let's get into it. I'm an athletic trainer by trade, and I've been doing this for 11 years now. And I remember when I was going to school, I was taught that tendon injuries, like tendinitis, was caused by inflammation, and that rest and ice and gentle massage, just letting the inflammation calm down was the way to go. And then gradually what happened is you'll just gradually return that person back to sport. We didn't really think much of tendinopathy back then. Now we know so much, and the science is getting better at it. It's not quite there yet, but we know that the traditional method of resting, icing, and just treating the symptoms, the pain. So if you're having pain right in the mid-portion part of the area, then treating that pain might be good in the short term to help reduce that pain, so that you do rehab exercise or be able to get up in the morning with minimal pain and be able to start your run without pain. And all that's fine, but that's not how you recover from Achilles injuries. What you need to do is find the root cause. And the root cause may not actually be coming from the tendon itself. There's some other force acting upon it. The problem with those types of treatment, especially just trying all kinds of them all at once, is that it's not a strategy. And in fact, I would argue that by trying all kinds of treatments out there, you're reducing your chance of success. So I want you to think trying treatment after treatment like spaghetti. So you put the spaghetti in boiling water, you cook it for the desired amount of time, and you're wondering if it's ready. So what do? You take the spaghetti, throw it against the wall, doesn't stick. Or that's ice. That didn't work. Throw it against the wall, rest. It might help, with pain relief. And the spaghetti sticks on the wall for a few seconds and then falls down. Pain comes back when you try to run. Stretching, same thing. Feels good, but you're actually irritated and more, and then you feel it the next day. Same thing with massage. Same thing with shockwave. The spaghetti might stick against the wall, but eventually it's going to fall down. That is what trying treatment after treatment looks like. So what does this look like in the real world with my coaching clients? Well, when I'm working with someone, I'm not just looking at their, previous treatments, what they've tried, but I'm also looking at the health profile, the nutrition, the sleeping well, other recent stress in their life. For example, I talked to somebody who was going through a divorce, and that increased level of stress increases the amount of cortisol in the body, and that cortisol actually interferes with the healing process in the Achilles. So that is something that we do need to keep in mind when we look at Achilles healing. Does, the specific type of exercise, what type of tendinopathy are we dealing with? Are we even dealing with tendinopathy here in the first place? Is it paratendinitis? Is it retrocalcaneal bursitis? Is it a overcompensation of the flexor hallucis longus? There's so much more under the hood than you can ever realize. So that's why finding the root cause is really, really important. So if you're feeling a little overwhelmed and you're wondering where to start, the first place you can start is by heading to the link below in the description. This link is my personal calendar. You can go in there, pick out a date and time that works for you, and then you can hop on a free Zoom call to connect with me. And I'll go over, I'll ask you some questions. I'll look at your running, fitness, and life profile, and we can come up with a plan together based on what we find in that call. So that's completely free and available to you. So if you want to do that, head to the link, click on my personal calendar, and let's talk soon. So let's take a step back here. So when we look at the root cause, we need to have a strategy in place. So a strategy is essentially a collection of observation and data and knowledge, and we put them in a package that is individualized for each runner's needs. So if a runner's wanting to run a marathon, then we might need to up the ante a bit in terms of strength so that the calf muscle and the Achilles can withstand 26.2 miles. If you're just looking to go on a casual long run on Saturday and not have to wake up with Achilles pain every single morning, then we can adjust that strategy to account for your goals and desires and lifestyle. So let's go over the different types of things that I want to look out for and address so that we can have the best strategy in place for you. So the first thing that we want to look at that research has supported, the study shows that runners who've had Achilles tendinopathy tend to have weak plantar flexor muscle. So what this study tells me that the first thing you want to do is look at your calf strength. You want to have a strong set of calf muscle so that we increase stiffness and we increase capacity without worrying about load. So you can do whatever you want to do. You can run an ultramarathon if you wanted to without Achilles pain. But you got to get the calf strength up so that it can handle that load. So calf strength is the number one thing I look for when I'm looking at people. So, okay, it's your calf strength up to par. And the way we do that is through a test called the calf endurance test. And you can do this right now. What I want you to do is stand on one leg. You can hold on to something for support. You do it many 1 second calf raises as possible. So each up and down motion should last about 1 second. And I want you to count how many times you're able to do that until you can't do it anymore, right? And most people should be around 25 reps range on each leg. So this is something you want to do on both legs. And if you're below that, then your calf might be the culprit in contributing to Achilles tendinopathy. If you're above that but still have Achilles tendinopathy, there's something else going on. Once we've looked at calf strength as a potential cause for Achilles tendon pain, then we can look at other things like knee injuries, ankle mobility, hip mobility, whether you've had hip pain in the past. We can even look at your low back and spine. But the second most common thing I want to look at is actually your hip muscles, your glutes, the glute med, and the TFL. So your glute med and the TFL are the primary lateral stabilizers of your pelvis. When we run, we want the pelvis to be as aligned and stable as possible. Any changes to the tilt of the pelvis could change the load that we put through the tendon. So I had a runner recently who sent me his running form video the other day. And I was looking at it, okay, it looks good. And then we got to the angle where I was able to look at his form from the front. And I noticed something interesting. His pelvis on his right side kept dropping every time and laying it on the ground. So every time he took a step on the ground, his pelvis dropped on the right side. And then the left side was hiking. And it was so obvious. I was like, you have glute med and TFL weakness, and that could be causing Achilles pain. It could reach a point where the tendon just doesn't have the capacity to be able to handle that load. So we could increase calf strength to help offset it, but we also want to add in hip exercises. So we can do things like glute bridges, single leg deadlifts, Romanian deadlifts, Bulgarian split squats. We can even do simple squats with a band around our knees just to help activate the glute med and the TFL. And of course, there are other factors that contribute to Achilles pain, like the age is one, the footwear, the general mobility, the stress level, the nutrition profile, whether you're getting enough sleep, and most commonly, if you're committing one of these training errors, such as a too sudden increase in frequency, duration, intensity of your running activity. So all these things contribute to Achilles tendinopathy, and we have to take them all in consideration. Otherwise, you're not going to have the best strategy to help treat your Achilles tendon long term. Because we could just keep treating the pain. We can still try to treat the symptoms. But it's so much easier to treat Achilles tendinopathy from the outside in. Because if we create the best healing environment for the tendon, that will go a long way to helping you achieve long-lasting Achilles relief. So that's it for today. My name is Grady Collington from Pain Free Achilles. I want to thank you for taking the time to watch this video. If you have any questions, please leave a comment. I would love to hear from you. If you like this video, just give it a like or subscribe so that you can let YouTube know that you want to see more videos like this. Click on the link below to my personal calendar. Pick out a date and time, and you can speak to me and create your own personalized game plan that's going to help you start moving in the right direction. You got this, and let's run free, pain free, stronger, and better together.